If you are looking for a full-featured robot vacuum and mop with obstacle avoidance that has self-washing, self-emptying, and a self-drying dock that costs a fraction of the price of the competition, then this video review is for you. My name is Jamie Andrews, and today we are going to take a quick look at the Yeedi Cube by putting it through some of my endurance tests, examine some of its features, and give you a list of pros and cons. Yeedi, which is part of the EcoVacs family, is a budget-friendly option for those who don't want to spend a ton for a robot vacuum, but you still want a good cleaning machine. Of course, that also means you have to make some sacrifices in some areas, which we will get to shortly. Before we dive into the testing, I should point out a unique feature, which is the very large removable 1-liter water tank on the robot. This serves two purposes. The first is to keep the mopping pad wet while mopping, and the other is to help wash the mopping pad when it returns to the dock. You see, the dock does not have a separate clean water tank built in, but it does have a 1.6 liter dirty water tank for the wastewater. Let's dive into the testing, starting with the mopping, where I use room temperature water without detergent and send the robot out in 2 passes to clean up baked on hot sauce on my tile floor, and the water level was set to the max. Yeedi included a vibrating mopping plate on the cube to help it clean stubborn stains just like these. And after 2 passes, it was able to clean about 90% of the hot sauce, which is not too bad. Next, we test the ability of the dock to clean the mopping pad after this test. When the robot returns to the dock, it dispenses water from its onboard 1-liter water tank onto the mopping pad, and the dock uses this blue rectangular scrubbing bar to scrub the pad in a left to right motion. And I must say, I'm fairly impressed with the result, and I was able to get the pad pretty clean with it. After 3 hours of drying on the dock, the mop pad was also 100% dry, so the drying function of the dock works very well. Next, let's test out the vacuum, which is rated at 4,300 pascals in power and uses a combination of a rubber and bristle roller brush to put the contents into its internal 360 milliliter dustbin. I started my testing on medium pile carpet, where I scattered 54 grams of rice and sent the robot out for 1 pass to pick up as much as possible. And the cube was able to pick up 52 grams, or 96%, which is an impressive score for a budget robot vacuum. What about on tile floor though? I scattered 130 grams of cat litter and sent the robot out in 1 pass, with the vacuum motor once again set to max. The side spinning brushes spin a little bit too fast and do tend to scatter some of the litter across the floor. Still though, the cube returned an impressive score, picking up 119 grams of cat litter, or 92%. Our last test of the Yeedi Cube is my object avoidance test, where I place common objects on my floor that you would want any robot to potentially avoid. The cube has a very basic object avoidance system, so I didn't really have high expectations. Initially, it plowed right over the cord, which was the first failure, and with the other objects it got way too close, except surprisingly for the sock. It even slightly nudged the fake animal poop. In testing in my home, I can confirm it will not avoid any cords, and with the dual side spinning brushes, it's likely to get cords stuck under it. Still, I applaud Yeedi for including the object avoidance system on a budget robot vacuum. Now on to some of the pros and cons, starting with the cons this time. To me, the very biggest con is with the software and the app. While it was very easy to get the robot connected through the app, you're quickly faced with no option to fast map your home, which is standard on almost every robot vacuum today, and increases the time to map my home by 7 times. Next, when it comes time to divide rooms, it is nearly impossible. I was left with only being able to split my house in half, as I continually got errors trying to divide it any further. For some reason, Yeedi also removed the zone cleaning option, meaning you can only do a full house cleaning, room, or spot cleaning. This made testing very tricky for me. The app also suffers from the same refresh issues as Ecovac's app, meaning you will frequently need to close and reopen the app. Next, and this may be a bug, but Carpet Boost does not work in spot cleaning mode. The next con is with the mopping, which I found it tries to conserve a bit too much water, and the mopping pads would quickly dry out before it was time to go back to the dock to wash the mop. You can set it to go back as little as every 10 minutes to wash the pad, which I recommend not going higher than this because of the issue, but it's still not really enough. While the auto empty system worked well emptying most of the contents, it would often leave smaller and heavier debris in the dustbin, which would often come out of the robot when I picked it up, and also got loose inside of the robot. The last con is that Yeedi uses a camera or V-SLAM navigation, which is not quite as good as LiDAR-based navigation systems. Now on to the pros for the Yeedi Cube. For me, the biggest pro is with the value. With a retail price of $699 and often found on sale for $599, the Yeedi Cube might just be one of the most affordable, full-featured robot vacuums on the market today. You really do get a ton of features at what I think is a relative bargain. The next pro is with the excellent ability to mop and vacuum your floors no matter the surface type. Yeedi has always excelled with this, and the Yeedi Cube is no exception here. I was surprised to find out how much I really liked the single large removable water tank on the robot. Yes, this is a cost-cutting measure, but I do not miss having a separate water tank in the dock to have to deal with. Lastly, we have the self-washing dock, which not only does a good job cleaning the mopping pad, but it also does so while only using 80 milliliters of water during each cleaning cycle. I'm also a huge fan of the removable dock tray, which, like the Roborock Q Revo, is the only thing that you need to clean besides the little removable tray filter. The wastewater never leaves the tray, so the inside of the dock stays clean. Thanks, Yeedi. In conclusion, there is a lot to like about the Yeedi Cube. However, unfortunately, there's also just as much not to like as well. Some of the dislikes could be chalked up to the term, you get what you pay for, but I think Yeedi could fix most of their problems by revamping their software and app, and eventually ditching V-SLAM for LiDAR navigation. If you have a smaller home or apartment with a simple laid out floor plan, and you want all of the advanced features of an ultra robot vacuum at a considerable discount, then I think the Yeedi Cube should be on your short list. To date, I have yet to review a robot with this many standard features that is closer to the price of a good standalone robot vacuum without a dock. I'd like to know your thoughts on the Yeedi Cube. Go ahead and put those down below in the comment section right now. And I want to thank you for watching this video and ask that you please take time to like and subscribe. Alright, take it easy everyone. Bye bye.